For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out sabatcg.com. What's poppin', everybody? It is I, Saber94, playing some matches with our newly made Dust Palm Lock based on Glimmora EX, an interesting Pokemon with a very strong effect and a decent attack. It's just its weakness, I guess, it's being overpowered by the really strong decks. But if we can set up quickly enough, limit my opponent, having just only 3 cards for a bench, it can be devastating for a lot of decks. You can't have attackers and all the billion of support Pokemon people run. So this does sting, and we can do enough damage to 2-shot most things in the format, or all things in the format, given the right setup. So I'm going to start with 2 of my Glimmets, not what I want to start with, especially considering there's like 4 of these guys and everything else is a better opening. Or besides the Sneasel, I suppose, you could count that as a bad opening Pokemon too. But I think what I'm going to do, as I mentioned in the deck profile, in these situations, you're probably better off sacrificing an energy and still getting the Budew up front, so you can just get the lock and slow the game down. And he started with this Mimikyu as well, which I won't be able to touch with the EX, but I can poison it. So I am gonna just take advantage and use the Budew. So he opened up with this little apple whatever Pokemon. I mean, yeah, new Pokemon. I don't want to say it's cute, but it's got a nice design. It's kind of grown on me. And gets the Dipplin out. Now this could be 1 or 2 decks, like 1 or 2 variants that run this. It's either the Festival deck with the Stadium and then the other Festival small Pokemon. And it likely is, since he played the Stadium. Or it's like the Appleton Stage 2 deck with the Ogerpons and the billions of grass energies. Now I'm thinking it's going to be the first one, the former. And any grass deck, it hits us for weakness, it hits Glimmora for weakness. But if it's going to be this little guy, if I can just limit the bench, he won't be able to do a lot of damage, even if he can attack twice. So I think I'll be alright, all things considered. We gotta get our setup though, and gotta get our energies. So leaves the Mimikyu up front, can't do much, fine. I'm gonna get my Cyclizar just for the free retreat. And I do get the heads on the hammer, excellent. I'm glad he played the Stadium just like that. If I see my counter Stadiums, it's gonna be beautiful. Just gonna get rid of those. Get the Budew down and start attaching some energies. The item lock is gonna hurt a deck like this, I wanna say. I mean, it hurts most decks. Item lock has always been good. Since like Gen 2, basically. Was it like Gen 2? I think it was like Markro started doing that. It was a Markro from Neo Genesis. Or did it block something else? I think it just prevented you from retreating or some shit. No, Psyduck had item lock. That's right. From the really, really old Wizard sets. Okay, so I'm getting my energies here, and I'm going to go for a Pokegear. I did get like the 4th Eono, what the fuck? So I'm not going to use that. I was trying to see if I could see a different supporter, but we ended up having to use the youngster. See the Stadium, and I do see the Ultra Ball. But you know what? I don't even need to just hurry up. I'm just going to keep the item lock, and with any luck, we might even be able to kill this Mimikyu with a Budew. While I have this active, it's kind of struggling to set up, so that's good news for me. I don't want to give him too much time, but there's not really that much point in me breaking the lock and just retreating the Budew when I can't even hit this Mimikyu anyway. So counter Stadium once again, that's fine, just play those down. I'm gonna play my counter Stadiums and deplete yours too. And he does decide to retreat actually. He's gonna go for an attack with the Apple Dipplin. So plays the Band as well and goes for Do the Wave. Just does 70 damage. Yeah, good enough to kill the Budew, but not good enough to kill the other guy. So I'm just going to promote the Cyclizar, and this attack probably isn't going to matter at all. Once I retreat it, it's just a wasted attack. And hey, if you did this, now I can just get my stage 1 in attack. Works out for me too. So I'm going to use the Ultra Ball, discard an energy, discard the Nest Ball, and get the Glimmora. Alright. Kill his only attacker with energies and the tool. And he's probably going to promote the Mimikyu again, which is fine. I mean, the bench is limited already. Like, that Mimikyu doesn't contribute to his strategy. This deck, usually what they want like the Dipplin, and then they want the monkey dude. Like the stage 1 Rillaboom, the second form of Rillaboom, whatever the name is. The Sword and Shield grass starter. To just grab cards for free every turn. So, you know, with no bench space to work with, I'm hurting this deck quite a bit, which is good. It's what we're supposed to do with Glimmora. Palpad. Yeah, you're not really going to do much, are you? I mean, one of the issues with Glimmora is that big retreat cost. Should have touched on this in the deck profile. So once we are active with this, it's probably going to stick around. I don't even have a switch in the deck. That's another thing I should have mentioned in the deck profile. It can be a bit of a weakness, but, you know, I decided it's just very situational, so I'm just going to make the sacrifice. Alright, so putting the dude in the active position, it's pretty annoying. I guess in this sort of situation, maybe the Ascension would be good, but not really. Because, you know, I want to get my dude out and attack, not just be active. So I'm going to discard the double Iono, because I don't want to help this dude at all. Get the Cyclizar. What I want to see here is an energy. I don't really want to evolve and just attach an energy, and I mean, we do see the dude at the end of the day. So I am going to evolve him now. So I'm going to have to pass the turn regardless, just to limit your shit. Okay. So still looking good, kind of, so far, but he is sort of buying time with that boss's orders play. A Bugnet gets a bunch of stuff, but you won't be able to play everything. What I need to see is energies. So Grookey, little monkey dude. I do top deck 1, good. We're going to attach it. And I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to Iono. He has no energies for the hammer. You know, my dudes are spread around, so this boss's orders tactic, like, he's not even going to be able to keep doing it. Just need to see one more energy. We'll be good. He did get the stage 1 though, but he can't use it. He needs the stadium to use it. So I'm actually going to discard the Glimmora EX because I think I'm going to get by with these 3. I mean, that's how it should be. Like, if your opponent gets 3 EX kills, you're going to lose anyway. So obviously we want 4 for consistency, but you want to get by with 3. Like, you should have a decent enough setup and your opponent is disrupted in the sense that you'll get by. You won't need more than 3. Now then, the Mimikyu is poisoned. Removes my stadium for the festival grounds. At this point, I think I only have 1 stadium left, but he's not going to have too many either. No energies. Get the other attachment on the Glimmora, so all the dudes are ready. And all I can do is just keep attacking here with poison. Mimikyu is going to die on his turn though, like when he passes the turn. So it's just going to be beautiful for me. This thing gets KO'd, and then he promotes something else to die. Giving me a lot of advantage. Yeah, he's completely just locked out. He can't do anything. Attaches the grass, but gonna get rid of that with the hammers, hopefully. There goes the Mimikyu. Draw another prize. Ultra Ball, okay, don't need that now. And then he promotes a decoy Apple. Apple. Apple with eyes on the leaves. And I do get the heads again. Nice, okay. So there goes your energy. There goes another one of your dudes. Without enough Pokemon, he can't do any damage to me anyway. Like, even with a weakness. Like, he just has 2 Pokemon, 1 on the bench. Like, doesn't even have the max 3 that he's allowed to. So he just can't do any damage. Gets something else down, and Boom Boom Groove gonna give him a search. Goldeen. What are you gonna do though? Needs an energy too again. And once this guy dies, it's just another one of your attackers down. Didn't really do anything. Completely overwhelmed him. So here comes another Apple. Got the maximum bench he can have. And goes for Kieran. Isn't this dude just gonna switch or something, or boost the attack, I guess? The fuck? He just passes the turn. You didn't have an energy, so did you even think your playthrough? It's really weird. Okay, yeah, game over. You just messed up. I had you in a really bad position as it was. It was going to be unlikely he was going to be able to make a comeback, but especially with that whatever play, it's game over now for sure. Lost his attacker, wasted the supporter, another Pokemon out of the field. I just need to get 2 prizes. He still needs to take 5. All the Glimmoras are powered up and fresh. There's like no hope for you. So gonna go for the Iono now. See, I'm doing my best to call it Iono, because everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people tell me, why the fuck you gotta call it that way? Calling it Iono. So with the Iono play, my hand is limited, but it doesn't matter. I got everything I need at this point. All I need to do is just keep attacking blindly. It's gonna work out. I don't know why he messed up the previous turn. Like, it probably wasn't gonna be enough, but at least you can just maybe put some pressure on the active attacker. If you could attack. So it's really weird. Was he just not paying attention that I used the hammer and got the heads? I don't know. Now he promotes the Goldeen as a decoy, but it doesn't matter at this point. I mean, you can buy as much time as you want. You've already run out of time. I'm so ahead to outpace you that just having these decoys out anymore isn't any help. He can't boss his orders anything because everything has Fear Retreat or is my attacker. He's searching stuff, but it doesn't matter. Just playing cards to play them at this point. So just hurry up. Let me just get this game over with. Just 2 more attacks will do the job. Goldeen is out of the picture too. And we only need 1 more KO. Last move, last turn. Did get an energy finally, but the attack isn't going to be enough. Like, even with 3 dudes, how much damage are you going to do with the weakness? I wonder. It's like 20 times, right? So it should be like 60 or some shit. And he's going to go for the black belt too. That's plus 40 before applying weakness and resistance. So do the wave, yeah, it's still, well, I guess it's 200, so he is going to get one more big KO, or the first big KO. But then you still got your ass kicked. Okay, congratulations. Hitting me for 200 with this ×2 weakness. So promote the Glimmora, just attack this and it's game over. And that's game. Poisonous Gem. You're out. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a